Welcome and thanks for joining me. This is my first podcast, so I hope you'll forgive me if I'm a little awkward and hesitant. I'll begin by explaining why I've decided to do this, why I've decided to add my voice to the millions of voices that are already out there. There's a few reasons. The first is because I want to use this podcast as a meditation, as a platform for personal growth. I'd like to overcome my fear of speaking to an audience, and I'd like to learn how to speak spontaneously and fluently, and I'd like to connect with and channel something higher than myself, my higher self or the universe. And I don't know if that will happen or not, but I'd like to try and see this podcast as a little adventure. And one of the key parts of an adventure is you don't know where it's going to go. And so it's a mystery. It's a mystery unfolding in the moment. And for me, that's stepping outside my comfort zone, and it's exciting and scary all at the same time. And I kind of want to put myself there, stretch my comfort zone. Another reason I want to do this is because I think we're clearly living in very interesting times. Times of great transformation and chaos internally within ourselves, and I think it's also reflected outside in the world. I think it's kind of, the world is a mirror for our internal state of being. And if there's chaos and transformation out there, it's a clear indication that it's also going on within ourselves. So I'd like to add my commentary about that, and about how I'm navigating these changes personally, how I see the world changing around me. I've had quite an unusual life. I suppose we've all had unique lives, but I think I've got some insights and stories that are worth sharing. Another reason is because I'd like to give solace to those people who are the black sheep, who are sensitive and creative, who sometimes feel overwhelmed or lost in the world. I know I have, and I know I've received great solace and a sense of connection and even community when I've listened to other speakers, other thinkers, other podcasters, and they've shared their experiences, and it makes you feel like you're not crazy and you're not alone, and you're not the only one who thinks the world is upside down. So I've received that, and I'd like to pass that on to others. And there's another reason, which is, I suppose, exercise, because I've spent a little while preparing for this by finding some audio equipment that I can use as I'm walking, so I can walk and talk at the same time, and that will allow me to get a little kind of very low intensity workout, but I think it can also really help you to find inspiration and to help the words to flow when your body is in a state of flow. So that's part of it as well. Ideally, I'd like to go outside to do this. Today I'm inside because it's blowing a gale outside and raining, and I haven't got any wind protection for the mic. I've got a little lavalier mic pinned on my chest, and I know if you go out in windy conditions, it can just cause a constant loud rumble. So I've ordered these little furry caps to go on top of the microphone. They haven't arrived yet, so I was quite excited about doing this. I didn't want to put it off any longer, so I just thought, okay, I'll do the first one or two indoors, and then push myself a little further outside once these little furry wind protectors have arrived. I think that's enough to serve as a brief introduction. I've covered the main points about why I'm doing this, and if there's a format, it will be just meditations, observations, stories, some commentary on anything and everything, whatever occurs at the time, internally or externally in the world. So for now, I guess I'll say goodbye and thank you for listening.